like ages ago.
Fuck knows, Bubba.
Right, let's have the line clear goal be start at 100. Well, actually, we'll start at 50.
I've not played Tetris in yonks.
Let's just.
I don't know if I remember how to play it.
That's okay.
You've just to match the shapes, and then once you've got a full line, it clears,
Aye,
eh?
yeah.
And you've not got,
You'll get it.
to get it before it gets to the top.
Yeah.
It doesn't speed up without you getting really good at the game, so you can just take your time with it, and it won't speed up quickly if you're not doing well. If you're not doing well, it'll just go slow, you know what I mean? It's such a beautiful game, man, honestly.
Right,
Ghosts.
just A was as soon as you're ready.
Okay.
The DF Retro guys actually did an entire
Can zoom in a little bit.
40-minute
Where am I?
video on
You're
when
on the
this
right
game
there.
came out.
Okay.
They did like a 40-minute video. It was like a celebration of like Tetris,
So it's
like
B
from like
to-
its inception to like
It's B
now,
to
and they're like,
rotate,
this is
or
like
A actually.
catharsis. This is like the pinnacle of Tetris,
Like
you know.
counterclockwise.
Such a good game. Is you don't really notice too much on multiplayer, but when you're playing it on single player on like journey
Oops.
mode or
Oh,
whatever
you
it's called,
fucking dick! I did not mean
like
to do
it
that.
has all these different backgrounds and shit that just like all these weird visuals and stuff happen, but you don't really notice it consciously because you're just concentrating on the game. But this stuff like it's really subliminal. Honest, it's like the closest thing to like brainwashing in a video game
Because I'm
without
pressing
actually
B
being
instead of A. I
brainwashed.
usually press
Good brainwashing.
A. What am I doing?
Oh shit. Buttons.
It takes a while to get used to this version. It took me
What it is,
bloody
once
ages.
you've got it in a space that you want it to be in, if you just tap up, it'll drop it. It'll hard drop it down. So like instantly drop it down.
Oh, boy sniffing the screen.
See if you come across a piece that you want to keep for later, like the straight pieces I generally tend to keep.
Just one sec. Can you move
Press.
the cat?
Aye, sorry.
Just move the
Little
cat.
bastard.
Just yell at him and he'll move. So I can see.
So if you get like a piece that you want to keep for later, if you press is it the L or R button, you can
Yeah,
store it,
either.
so you can bank it and you can recall that and swap it with a piece later on.
Oh shit.
There's also a mode in this that emulates the original NES Tetris. If you ever played Tetris on the original Nintendo, but there's a mode in this that basically emulates that. It's hilarious.
So, how do you win?
Kind of have to be the well.
Yeah, you sort of got to clear as many lines.
You just
as
got to be the
quickly
last
as
one
possible.
stand?
Do a combo. Well,
There's
yeah,
different
you
ways.
can win like that,
Yeah.
but you not necessarily. That's the annoying thing about a streaming is that if we have the music on, the microphone catch the story, so you can
Oh.
actually listen to it.
Well, when you humming that, I'll probably get there.
Oh shit, I hit the wrong fucking button.
Yeah, me too.
So I think it's got to be a certain amount of seconds for
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's not too bad on Twitch, but apparently no, it's on Facebook we keep getting stuff flagged, don't we? Not Facebook, sorry, on YouTube.
When you say your face.
But on Twitch we haven't had anything flagged. But if you do get stuff flagged on Twitch, if you get like 3 things flagged, you get your account suspended.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How are you supposed to stream stuff without the audio? It's just
Are
doesn't
they
make any
annoying?
sense.
Are they annoying you?
I'm just hitting the wrong fucking button constantly.
I'm doing that all the time, honestly. It's
A lot
Oh,
of games have started with
fuck
features
off.
for streamers that specifically to turn off copyright music
Yeah.
and to like
Oh, am I allowed to
Disco
swear?
anonymise other
Yeah,
players if
I
you
might
play
not be able to help
multiplayer
myself.
games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was playing Disco Elysium the
As
other
well as
day.
anonymise
How do I say
yourself
that?
so
That
you
one?
don't
L, yeah.
get stream snipers
Yeah.
and all that.
I've fucked this. This is a fucking
It's
mess.
shit that you've got to deal with that sort of stuff though, eh? It's just
No.
like, why can people not just stream games as they it's free advertising for whoever it is that's
Pretty much.
stuff is featured, do you know what I
It is
mean?
though,
This controller's really annoying me, so I might go on to the other. Can I use the other one next time I play?
What's up this week?
It's just it's sticking.
Oh, it's
A.
A sticking.
Yeah, I can't
don't know if that's the. I don't know if it's the ribbon cable or if it's the actual pads of the buttons. I'll need to open it up. I don't want to open it up. Making all the screws and the fittings and all that.
I'm still doing that even after playing this for weeks.
If you hold it flat end, it doesn't do it as much. For us. Hold it flat end.
Did you just lose? Oh no!
I done pish.
Can I have the other controller?
Look at your fucking score in comparison to mine.
Well, you want
Where's
the Wii U one?
full
Or something?
Yeah.
So this is a good thing about having the modded Switch as well, is you can have any Bluetooth wireless controller on it, including like the old Wii U ones and stuff, which is pretty
Dom,
sweet.
could I have that one? The one that the Joy-Cons just slide into that's on the edge of the table there?
Aye, of course.
Please.
I just slide it like that. I'll take the wee things if you're not wanting the wee.
Yeah.
I click it first of
wee
all.
things.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
I just
didn't
wasn't.
know.
I couldn't
I
click
always
the
forget
button
that
for
as
my
well.
nails.
Oh, right.
My nails were getting in the way. Thank you.
Right, pop it there.
I like these.
Put them out there.
Yeah.
I think this is really, really comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I only
agree.
discovered it because like we
I
noticed
love it.
that
I much prefer using it.
when the ribbon cable on that was cocking up, the only way we could get it to work was putting it in that. For some reason, sticking it in that gave it like enough support that the ribbon cable wasn't getting squished. I think what it is like every time I've opened, because I've opened them up like 3 or 4 times to
Maybe
fix
use
bits.
No,
And I think when I've done it, like the ribbon cable for the L and R buttons is supposed to like slip into like a little gap
Like the
underneath the
speed
battery,
Of which the
but I
Dom.
just left it
Yeah.
on top of
So
the battery,
whichever
which
you want
has
to start,
crushed it
that's
and it's
probably best
caused
if
it
you're
to snap.
the lowest one.
Yeah.
Contacts on it to snap, the traces on it to snap, so it's just a bit intermittent. So
It's vibrating a lot. It's really irritating.
I've got replacement things for it, like only like £3 or something.
Really watch when they vibrate. Sorry, one sec, Jade.
Oh,
Fuck, I can't.
Is it constantly vibrating?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a glitchy thing that happens sometimes.
I don't think it's glitchy. It's just part of the game.
Oh, does it?
Distracting.
I thought you were meaning that thing that it does
oh
when
shit.
it constantly vibrates randomly.
So much nicer with a controller that, like, actually is much more
The buttons just don't make sense to me. The
You do get
controls
used
don't
to it.
make sense.
It's really irritating when you first start playing it, but you do get a bit more used to it as you play more. Hello.
What I do see with the rotation, Jade, is I just use one button for rotation and I rotate it clockwise all the time. So I
Yeah.
never rotate it anti-clockwise, I always just rotate it. Like instead, if I could just rotate it anti-clockwise once, I'd rather just hit the A button 3 times and just do it. And so I
Yeah.
know exactly. It's like I don't have to rewire my brain to go in the opposite direction. I just keep it going clockwise all the time.
It's just, as I say, the controls it don't make any fucking sense. Why is it that? Why is that the drop button and those are also the movement buttons?
I know.
I think that's what's getting me because I'm trying to drop it with A instead of.
Oh, I'm a bee.
Shit.
I can smell something. Do that.
Shit.
Viewers can't see the cats.
Yeah.
Just think we're making random noises there.
Oh, he loves that. I don't know why he likes that smell because that blanket is from here. So it's like
Maybe it's just
I
my
smell
leg
it
and
whenever
through
he
it.
wants. Yeah.
He's maybe got the scent of the other cats and he thinks it's coming from the blanket, but it's actually not.
Yeah, it's just me.
Pretty sure that wasn't a. Sorry, Jade. Motion detection wrong. I'm not sure. Give me a notification. In the way.
Fucking bear jumped on me earlier in bed and I fucking shat myself. It must have stood on a nerve.
Oh no.
It was fucking horrible. But you feel so much difference in weight when Bonnie walks across you than him. He's a fat wee shit.
Exactly the same with Tofu.
How have you got yours so fucking roasted?
Because I play this like basically every day. But not for the last week or so.
That's quite sad.
I know that. But
shit. Is that me? Sorry.
That's you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why have you got pink ones?
I'm not sure.
It's because of your speed level thing.
It sort of changes the visuals as you sort
How
of
have
move
you got
through.
different speeds?
Because the longer I play,
Yeah.
the
Faster.
faster it goes. That didn't change anything. That's great. Shit. Should have done that down there.
That's what I was thinking too.
Sorry, I got one. Hey! Okay, D. Okay, you just want to keep going?
Yeah, whatever.
I just, it's so addictive. Oh, Beebs, you want attention? Sniffing Uncle Chris's leg.
Why don't we have loser stays on
Okay then.
so Jade can get more time to get used to it, and then you can swap onto Chris,
Cheers.
and then Chris and Jade can, and eventually at some point Jade will end up beating somebody. 'Cause that's sort of like what we did
Maybe.
before him when you started. Because Emma started playing it and she was like, oh, I'm shite at this. But then we kept playing it until like 3 in the morning, and then she eventually started beating me, and it was like, right, okay, I've finally got it.
Uncle Chris, I'll give you my Jenny.
Tickle the chum. Oh, tickle my chum chum.
Stretchy. Oh, yes. Uncle Chris, you've got the best stretchy fingers. Oh, what a sweet boy. He never lets me do that.
Honestly, he's a fucking cat whisperer. I don't get it. How do you save that? Oh.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
oh,
And if you want to swap that at any point, you just hit the same button again.
How do I use it though?
You press
But
it
you
again.
use it by swapping it with another.
Yeah.
So you keep it until you're like, I could use that, and then you hit it again. It swaps what you
Right,
have.
right.
Use it carefully though, because once you've swapped it, you then have to drop
have
it.
to
You
use that
can't
one.
swap it back again
Okay.
until the next.
Okay.
Carpet shark?
Oh, I'm a carpet shark.
I'm
I
a
love
carpet
to
shark.
shoot carpet shark all over the place.
Oh, I fucked it with that one, maybe. No? That way.
Yeah, jiggly wiggly.
The idea is you want to try and keep your lines consistent and as low as possible. Perfect. So you want to sort of triangle out instead of.
Oh, get a wee kiss.
Kitty kisses.
Yeah, I love kissing.
Kissing me.
He's a pedo, eh?
What?
Moving on.
Well, they're all nonsense.
Oh.
With each other.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not really, because he's the youngest, so really, realistically, the other two are true nonsense.
Yeah.
He's just a.
Child rapist. As
He's a
in,
ra-
as in
as
a
in
child
he's a
who's a
child,
rapist.
he's a
Children, I mean that.
Great content for
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is probably going to get our fucking channel.
I'm always like, Dom, let's not go into politics on this channel. And he constantly does.
No, I don't. I
Yeah, you do.
just laugh about certain phenomena or certain things, and you're like, oh, it's political, and I'm like, no, it's not really.
It's not that I care, it's
Take
that
the
it's
piss, it
likely
should be.
that it's more likely that we would get something done to our channel. If anybody didn't like listening to what we were saying.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Cal Rittenhouse thing.
Let's not.
Let's get
Oh,
if you want to
fuck.
get political.
Don't
Let's
do
get political, Emma. You asked for this. Oh no, sorry. You asked specifically not to have this. Sorry. Mistake.
Yeah, I showed Chris a wee bit about that this morning, right?
It's
I just heard about it this morning as
Yeah.
well. I seen a repost on Instagram from Twitter about it when we were lying in bed this morning, and it was just basically about that there was a black man in an American jail who allegedly had just stolen a rucksack and he got 2 years and he was in solitary confinement for 3 years or
Yeah.
something.
That's fucking stupid.
But they didn't state why he was in solitary confinement.
yeah.
So that you kind of got to take that bit with a pinch of salt. But then it went on about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's saying, look, there's a dichotomy. There's like a
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not dichotomy is the other one I'm looking for. Like there's obviously a disparity here between like but that's what a lot of time what people do is they take like a specific case with specific things that happen,
Yeah,
specific
remember when I said let's not
aggravators.
get political and then we did the exact
No, we're not, because we're not specifically talking about it in particular, but like
It
a
was
lot
me
of
that
time-
started it for once.
people will say, look at this case where this person got a month community service for this crime, but this person got like 5 years in jail for this crime. But then you look at the aggravators and you look at all the other things, like this person, you know, it was their first offence, this person it was their 50th offence. There's all these different things, you know, that get taken into
And
account.
what people always do is they look at the race of the person
Yeah.
and they make it politically expedient if the black person has got more jail time than the white person.
Yeah.
Regardless of what these people have done.
Okay,
And
now
they're
you're-
always like, if the black person has got more time for whatever, then it's because the justice system is racist.
But I
if,
mean,
if the black person has got less time than a white person, then they ignore it.
that's the thing. You can't really correct the justice system that's working as intended. Because I reckon it's working just exactly as they fucking wanted it to.
I don't know. It's a difficult one because sometimes it's clear that there's racism involved,
Yeah.
but it really doesn't. I don't think it happens anywhere near as much as people think it does.
No.
But when it does, that gives them the right to be like, oh look, it's always like this.
the
And
irony
it
with
really
the-
isn't always like it.
The irony with the
All
Cal-
it does is it makes the actual racism just look like a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the irony with the Cal Rittenhouse case though is that like it wasn't actually a race issue at all.
No, they
Like,
made it into a race
like,
issue.
they made it into a race issue even though like there was no racial element to the entire
The
incident
Telegraph
at all.
legitimately came out and said that he killed 2 black people when
It's
he
like,
didn't.
no, he
killed
didn't. He
2
killed
white
2
people.
white people.
Not that their race is actually important. You just straight up lied about that
Yeah.
to make a fucking point that doesn't exist. Just like if the newspapers can't get it right, then why should we trust anything that any of them say?
We shouldn't. That's why I don't involve myself in it normally.
I'm gonna have to forcefully involve myself even more. I'm studying politics. It's just gonna be constant.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Ooh, there's a tooth. Don, the
Yeah.
camera is on, you know.
Is it?
I mean, it's not showing up.
Oh,
I don't know if it's showing up on the stream
no,
or
it's
not.
not, 'cause I've
But
got
the red
the-
light's on.
Yeah, because it's powered.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't start the whole Lummy sketch. But how do I know it's off? You know, don't start all that pish. You know what I mean? It's like it might be on. Some weird cunt might be sitting jacking off to watching us playing Tetris. You know what I mean?
Possibly.
All power to them if that's what gets them off. You know what I mean? It's like fair enough, mate. You know.
Oh yeah, she just put that L shape down.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
I saw a bit of sort of fake Facebook news the other day, and
Why
it was
does it
like
keep
someone
on
was
going
like,
for
"Oh,
me?
I've uncovered
Do
the
you
old
have to wait till
instruction
I
manual
finish
for
it?
like the
I think
1989
you have to get a certain amount
Nintendo
of lines.
version
You
of
get 50
Tetris."
lines.
And it has like this hidden page where it's like all the PCs have like their own names.
Well, I'm about to
About like
watch
Inky,
it.
Binky, Pinky, or whatever it's Inky, Blinky,
Oh,
Pinky, and
no.
Clyde.
Oh no!
But
I was
it was
close.
fake.
Yeah.
It was real, like,
Done better that time.
Stinky and Blinky, is that what you're talking about? that's all I heard, sorry.
That's Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde. Or like the is that not what they are? The four ghosts in Pac-Man.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Somebody was trying to say that they made like a fake thing, or like a fake page that was supposed to be like an extract from the old Nintendo Entertainment System version of this
Right.
game. And it was like, oh, it has the names of all the characters, and it's just like, you know, L-shaped Steve, and all these just these random stupid, like, you know, like Rhode Island, and all these like stupid names, just because like the PCs look like a geographical shape or something. It's pretty funny. As far as I'm aware, it was fake, but then again, you know.
Look at Bebo. He's like sitting in his chair. He's like, I'm a businessman. I'm sitting in the chair now. I'm a businessman. You are doubting me. Get back to work, all of you. Make me money.
One YouTube channel I've been, I'm not really getting political here, I'm more just like, well no, I'm not really, but one YouTube channel I've been watching a lot of recently, and he's brilliant, is it Climate Town, is that his name? And he's this guy who's like a,
He's a climate scientist.
yeah, climate science graduate,
Yeah,
and
graduate.
he's brilliant. He's just like he talks about all the problems we're facing with regards to like what we're doing to the climate and all this sort of stuff. But it's like not in a way that's like in any way religious. Like most, like the Extinction
Like-
Rebellion and stuff are very sort of ideological and dogmatic about what they talk about.
Yeah.
But this guy's just like, he's not an alarmist or that. He's just like, no, this is what's happening. This is why the petrol petrochemical industry is like fucking evil, and this is why nothing's ever going to change until we start to recognise all this stuff, and this is why we need to do this, and that, you know, he's brilliant.
The thing of the way he does it is he does it in a way that is like so different to how any of these other people do it. It's like it's annoying because he's the kind of person that both sides are going to ignore because they don't fit the narrative. It's like he's saying, yeah, there's a problem, but you're not doing it right, which isn't how Extinction Rebellion talk about it, and it isn't about how the other side talk about it either. Shit, I didn't do that.
Well, it's like alarmists tend to just like point fingers and just it gets really ideological, and it's like they tend to like vilify anyone who doesn't agree with their pish. Whereas like the opposite side just call anyone who thinks climate change is an actual thing like a lunatic, and it's like no, it's an actual thing. It's actually happening.
There's a way of
There's a middle ground.
Yeah, there is a middle ground, but nobody wants to actually agree on that because you can't agree with the enemy. Hitler thought the sky was blue. Oh, well maybe the sky isn't blue then because I don't want to agree with Hitler.
Yeah, who would agree with Hitler? That wasn't. I wasn't asking that rhetorically as an accusation or anything. I wasn't like, oh yeah, you agree with that. I wasn't saying that. It sounded like it was. I wasn't calling you literally Hitler. Probably.
I'm sure she called you Hitler. Said you were just as bad as Hitler.
Just as bad as Hitler.
Something like that.
Literally Hitler. Yeah. Fuck off.
I should have told me Dom before we started dating.
No way.
Mom
Well, I
wasn't
think
Hitler.
you
You
keep
said
it.
that.
I know, man. I would have thought twice.
I was saying to you before, that's a way of like trying to when you have a conversation with someone, trying to work out how rational or not irrational they are.
Oh.
Just in one little topic of conversation, is you just mention that your grandmum was like in the Hitler Youth and just see how they respond.
Aye.
And if they're just like, oh fuck, really? So because everybody in Germany of that age group at that time was in the Hitler Youth. You know what I mean? It's like they couldn't help it. You know what I mean? It was like you were in the Hitler
That
Youth.
was what?
happened.
Aye.
Yeah. That was normal.
It's like if you have national service, you know, like we don't have national service anymore. But it's like, you know, oh, what, you fought for your country? Oh, that means you believe in everything. No, it's like no, I had to. It's like if I didn't get my national service, I'd go to jail or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you had to do it. It was a social or
The ironic
civic
thing
obligation.
here is that the people who say that kind of shit don't do shit for anybody else.
Yeah.
And they get terrified of fuck, I've lost.
Oh.
Jade might
Okay.
actually win this. Which means that. Wait, so are we going to do loser stays on then?
Yeah, loser stays on, I'd say, and that means whoever's doing.
Okay,
worst
yeah,
gets
that's
more
right.
practice.
Yeah, but what that means now though is that if Jade is winning, so it means I stay on. So do you want to just do it the next time?
Oh no, I don't
Who
mind.
wants to go next?
But what Jade only gets a certain amount of time to catch up this year.
No, she has to do. Is it 15? I can change
I
it from
think it's
50 lines. So
I
we have to wait till 50 lines or if she loses, she gets to the top.
can't remember how the scoring in this works though, but I think you need to be really efficient to get a better score. I think.
Put it around
Fuck!
Nice
Right.
diving board there.
right.
There was no coming back.
So you lost. So who wants to play?
I'm going.
So who wants to? You
Just
play.
go.
You
No,
play
I'll
with
go
Chris.
for- I'll go first.
Right. Well, Jade, you're probably gonna lose this one, not because specifically you're bad, but he's really really good.
Yeah,
But
you've
also
actually,
because I'm specifically bad.
you've actually beat me at this a few times, Emma. To be fair.
That's just fluke though. That's only because you've lost, not because I've won. See, if you do that, you can go back to the right, and then instead of pressing up, press down. No, a bit back. One more time. There we go. And then it gets to the bottom just before it stops. Go to the left so that it fits in there. There you go.
I didn't know you could fucking do that. That's
I
cool.
know, man.
Taking all the fucking cheats from me. No wonder you won. Fuck's sake, man.
Maybe we should just have this be like games and shitey politics rants.
Alright.
Shitey politics rants are good as long as you're not.
They are.
As long as you're not trying to like.
Not
exclude
too
You'd be
politics.
surprised how popular those kinds of videos are on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
As long as you're not trying to like exclude people.
We 16-year-old kids playing random little games, giving their hot take on politics.
Yeah.
It's actually quite funny.
Specifically, those are not going to be what I would listen to, but.
Man, I didn't only listen to recent man.
Oh!
No, that's not true.
That's genuinely what they sound like as well. They're all like wee speakers.
Squeaky wee cunts. Yeah, sort of a little bit cocked up. A little bit cocked up. Cocked it just a little bit.
I've cocked it.
Not doing too bad, dude.
Cocked it
Like your granny, aye? Fuck, does your granny get up to?
No, it's Dom doing it, not me.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's me, yeah. It's Granny that caused my granny, it's not my fault.
I don't know about shagging granny. That's not dumb.
I've shagged the granny before.
What?
Yeah. In an alleyway down Leiden, next to Jade.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a
well, it's
disappointing.
on the internet forever now.
Shit,
Just
yeah.
for the next 2 weeks. It's only 14 days.
Immortalised, yeah.
It comes up in 14 days. I've never thought to ask anybody if they're grandparents, people that are shagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Never wanted to. Never really.
I'd just rather be blissful ignorant, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I've cocked that, like.
Oh shit.
Dom's doing pretty shit, to be honest, so don't worry, Jade.
Cheeky bitch. I'm doing shit.
Fuck that.
Oh, that was fucking. I don't know
That
if
was
you
very
saw
lucky.
that, but that was mint.
I saw that.
That was a mint rescue moment.
I mean, rescue.
I don't know what mint rescue is. I've never actually that up.
Sherry.
Sounds like a crappy reality TV show like Mint Rescue.
Like Dog the Bounty.
Yeah, exactly. It just sounds like a really cheesy, shitty reality
It's
TV
getting really
show.
fast now.
Mint Rescue.
I think maybe 50 is alright, to be honest, because unless you lose, you've still got a lot of time to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've sort of fucked this. Sort of pretty much completely almost
like
absolutely
midnight.
definitely fucked this.
It's like, what? Oh, fuck.
You're dumb, put that there.
What?
I said, what are you doing, dumb? Put that
Dare you tell me to play this game? I'm trying to get the best line combo deliberately.
there. So, Jade, you're playing Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, I won.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the
It's
So-
like just A to rotate, left, right, up to hard drop, and down just to soft drop it. And that's it. There you go. Right.
You ready?
Did you have your other side in it?
Yeah, I had the first one, and then
Cool,
you
cool.
had the
I'd
second
have to something. Just double check.
And then it's L and R to save or use the ones that you saved.
Hello, boys. Daddy. You know what they should do? Is they should remaster the Pokemon trading card game RPG for the Game Boy, but like for modern console. I know they've got like Pokemon trading card game TCG Online. Used to play that quite a bit with the kids. But like an actual adventure game that's the Pokemon trading card game, just like Pokemon games, but trading cards. They should fucking remake that because that was a banging game.
The little score underneath shows you how much more you've got.
What are you doing? Get here! That's my Game Boy box. Get there.
I want to play Game Boy, don't you?
Pass over my Game Boy stuff. Get away. Wrangle for the Game Bell.
Can I eat the Game Bell? Doing alright. Like, and you know now that you can swap things in, it might make things a tiny bit easier. But you can't really swap that in. much as possible, you got to try and not get many gaps.
Yeah.
But it is difficult. When I first started playing this, I was like, what the fuck? And I kept dropping things by accident when I meant to use it.
Yeah.
Take it or whatever. Maybe you've got your saved one if you ever want to swap. Hold the button, the direction buttons down if you want to move quickly as well. More fast, more quicker. Hello, yes, thank you.
Apologies, I'm really sweaty. By the way.
Oh, notice otherwise. Hi, beauty.
Is that huge? Lesser spotted trees on the couch.
Fuck me. Nice one, Jade. Fucking arsehole. Fuck's sake. Fuck him. Can I do that?
Can.
Oh.
I don't know, why did you put it in there?
Sometimes you hit the rotate just one too many times. And fuck. Or you hit the rotate and then you get a chance to connect it when you hit the hard drop and you're like, god damn.
You see, this isn't
Switch
fair
out,
because
switch
if
out.
we're being technical, Tetris is before my time.
Switch out, Chris.
That's before my time too. When did it come out?
I keep forgetting I
80s.
can do that.
Pretty sure it was the 80s.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
89. Well, the game is made in like the mid 80s. It's some Russian guy did it on ASCII.
92. Right, so it's really only Dom that was around when this came out. He was only one.
Well, I wasn't born when it was first developed. Like the original, I can't remember what
You
the
said
Unix
89.
terminal. No, but the original, 89 was the first time it was published as a major game.
Right.
Like the guy who made it,
I
the
wouldn't have
Russian
saved
guy.
that one.
I know I didn't mean it. I accidentally pushed the button.
Oh.
Sorry, Dom.
No, I'd just say the guy who made the original version of the
What was it
game
like?
made it on like a Unix terminal in Russia somewhere or something. You don't know.
Right.
Just like an ASCII.
What year was that?
It was like mid 80s, early 80s, something like that. But eventually the idea was
Inside.
pinched. I don't know if it was pinched or bought, I can't remember. I need to look that up.
You can go flat as well. Oh,
Oh, I didn't mean that. I pushed the wrong button.
slot that in down there.
That's not meant to terrible. This.
Nice. You're not that bad. It takes a while, and it's really quite addictive. So you don't play like what 8 o'clock in the evening till
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we've just been playing this
Oh,
for a
yeah.
stupid amount of time. Me and Cora used to play it on the N64. We should do that, actually play the N64
Yeah.
version.
Why don't you marry your dog?
No, thank you. No, you're okay. I'll pass on that one.
I can get that.
Hello. You and Cuddles. I was thinking about it for a second. Not my primordial pouch.
Oh, my
Don't
crown
cuddle
Melody
my
on couch.
primordial pouch.
No, not my crown Melody on couch. Yeah, that's the most sensitive
Ooh,
part of my
wait a
jam
sec.
jam. It's my crown Melody on
I've
couch.
not been watching the Twitch dashboard if anybody's
There's
talking
nobody
to
on.
me.
There's nobody on.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, nobody's watching this shitty live stream.
Where is my phone?
You had
See
it.
what we like it, no one will care. Your phone? You gave it to me, did you? Is that on your phone there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Why did it before you, you Jake ball?
You said it, not me.
It's funny because I'm like the anti-Jade ball, like I fucking hate Jade balls. It's just like the best insult for me ever. It's like your Jade ball. It's like, you take that back. You take that back right now. So I write down, you're just a fucking cunt. It's like, that's better, thank you. That's more like it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Brastoff, have you? Brastoff the film.
Fuck no, it's probably
I've
not.
heard of that.
It's brilliant. It was like Ewan McGregor and a bunch of other famous. It's sort of like an indie film from like the mid-90s, but it's set during the miner strikes in the 80s, and it's in a mining community in Yorkshire somewhere. And they're all in like a brass band. And it's really good. And it's like this film that just shows how like the sort of the strikes and everything, and the closure of the pits and that is an effect on all these people who are in this you know.
I'm just gonna
brass
keep
band.
playing.
Okay, before we start,
That's what's
before
going
we
to keep
start, I want to
happening.
see if I
So-
can turn the vibrating off.
Go for it.
Go for it.
What? You don't want to play it?
I'm just going to keep playing, so I'll just wait my turn again.
Alright, Dom, can we go back a
Because
bit?
I've already played everybody,
If
so...
you go back, I want to try and turn the vibration off on this.
Okay.
Why don't it let us go back?
Oh.
Oh, there we go. I thought I could press B, but it's not letting me. Oh.
My name is Emma and I thought I could press B, but it won't let me.
Okay, cheers. Options.
I'll turn the vibration off. It's not very nice.
Right, shut up, yeah?
Vibrations are rubbish.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you, bud.
You don't like it. It's not very nice.
Dove! What you doing, big boy? Oh no, he's not now. I heard my mammy and now I want to.
I intentionally made those things quite the unit spaces quite narrow. A, so that they were get the attainment unit lower, and also B, so there's less space for the cats to go in.
Yeah, well they still do.
But it doesn't stop them. They're still
No.
like, I'll try to squeeze under there.
I'm gonna turn myself into liquid.
Shit, yeah, the liquefy myself.
Right, come on then. This is the big boys playing now.
Right, is this the big lads playing now? Is this the
That's it, boys.
big knobs? Is that what it is?
Big knobs. They didn't say anything about knobs.
What's it you call it? Just like the big wigs? No.
Big boys.
There's a word I'm looking
Fat
for.
cats.
Fat cats.
No,
It's
that's
fat
not specifically what that means.
cats. No, you said it, sweetheart. You said it.
What?
What?
What are you talking about, you
Did you
turd?
just say I was food?
What?
You just call me
I
food.
don't even know. Is that what you meant?
You don't know what a fat cat is?
Fat cat's like a businessman. But like.
Who's fat?
Oh. That's not the definition I understand,
Oh.
fat cat.
What's the definition you understand?
A fat fanny.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Dom's got
That's
that.
brilliant. Yeah.
I've got one. He's right there. I'm very chunky, mummy.
Emma was pointing at the
I know, like fat cats, like a porn category.
Oh,
Just in case
okay.
Emma just noticed
See,
what she was doing.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
I'm sure it's like I'm sure Pornhub has a category called fat cat.
No, but that makes sense on Pornhub.
Oh yeah.
But I've got
Yeah,
beautiful innocent. man.
Anything makes
Jeez.
sense on porn.
I've not.
I've told you. I absolutely cocked this. I was just rushing it. Rushing it. We're playing Tetris and I was rushing it. Sorry.
Such a dork.
Fuck it, I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
For
snippy.
God's sake, why is it? Can I swap controllers with him? This controller is shit.
It's not. It's brand
Keeps,
new.
look, it's crap. It keeps overshooting all the time.
Alright,
that mean
blame
what
the
was wrong with me
controller.
then?
I was doing absolutely fine
Both
with
of
it.
yous.
I was doing,
Enough of that.
I was doing absolutely fine with the fucking the D-pad on the Wii U one. This
Sure
one
you
is
were.
absolute garbage. I fucking was. You know I was doing fine. You can see I was doing fine. This one's rubbish. It's just like the button presses like.
Jade, were you actually struggling with the controller?
No, I don't know.
Right, well
I
then
haven't
Dom
played the
shut
game with a broken
God's sake.
controller.
The buttons are just like either not responsive
Fuck.
at all or way too responsive. Absolute fucking shite.
Well, then it must have been the controller's fault that I watched so many games in.
No, it is because this is fucking,
Sure.
this is like almost
I like how you're
unmanageable.
complaining. You've still got more legs
Hi,
than Emma.
baby.
It's just crap. It's just like
God, I need some fucking
boy.
lighting. Where is he? What is he on your feet? Is he under the blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet boy.
it's just slow me down because I've got to be
I don't-
really,
oh, there's
really
his head.
careful.
Where's your
I
head
think I
gone?
was scratching his arse.
Shit, I've buggered this. I've been getting too cocky. I want some.
Who is it?
I'm going really slow because this is really hard.
Oh, shit.
Fucking
Ah!
Oh.
Bugger! Oh, I guess I get to play again. Oh, shit!
Yeah, you get to play again. Just lose.
No! Fuck, I'm terrible all of this. I'm not usually this bad. I know, but I still wanted to beat Dom.
Look. Oh. It was like right in there. I just felt something bumping against my leg.
Not well.
No, I wouldn't be too sure. Like I'm struggling with that.
It's funny when it gets to like speed 7 or 8. You start to be like, oh shit.
Oh, dude, the way this game ramps up the speed, like in all the other sort of versions, like Tetris 64 and all that sort of stuff, all the other versions of this game I've played like religiously, like it would ramp the speed up really, really slowly, so it's almost like you wouldn't even notice and you get right into the flow when you're playing it. Whereas with this, it just ramps the speed up like as soon as it can, and you're like, oh my god, like within like 50 lines, you're just like, shit, it's like faster than even like the Tetris Masters would usually play it, you know? It's like, ooh, man. Excuse me.
No, it'd not be Chris.
Oh yeah, because you just had your code in here.
Yeah.
So, give it to
Oh, sorry, Chris. Enjoy that controller's awful.
well, use a different controller if you want. You want to use a different one? Use
I
the
don't think
Hori.
it's not that the controller's awful. It's just compared to the D-pad on that Wii U. That D-pad is incredible.
Well, the Hori's good as well.
Really, really good.
If you want to swap, if you see how you find that one, Chris. And
Yeah,
we'll
I
swap
see you
if you,
find it.
if you don't want to. So it's you gets to choose the speed this time.
Alright, is that just push it?
Let's see that.
Oh, wait, yeah. Sorry. Keep forgetting about that.
You place like 12 things. Chris has done like 2.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with that, Jen?
It's there. Nobody was eating it. So I thought, oh, just eat it.
So why is Chris getting a minus score? Because he's got more lines.
Because I got the first score that he just now.
Yeah, it just shows how far you are behind.
Oh, okay.
So it's showing that Chris, or whoever's on the right hand side, is 7
right.
behind.
Right.
Sort of like the split time.